So I moved to Japan.
Ever since I started this YouTube channel after being inspired by a certain podcast, I've always had one thing on my bucket list. And last summer, I finally got to cross it out.
There's something missing from my bed. I'm staring at the ceiling, can't remember what I said.
Okay, so I have touched down at SFO, and ever since I started university about 2 years ago, it's always been a goal of mine to go abroad, or more specifically, go abroad in Japan, either as a student or like an internship program. And guess what I'm doing today?
Think back all the time about the things I never said.
After I got off the plane, I very stupidly chose to take the train to my hotel in Shibuya, and basically I accidentally got on the wrong train and had to find my way there. So I was carrying my luggage in one hand and Google Maps on the other, so I couldn't film most of it. I did manage to make it to my hotel though. This was my room, very tiny, you could literally fit it in one frame, but before going to bed, I decided to go out to do some exploring in Shibuya Crossing. I also had dinner at the saddest soba place that was like 500 yen. You could definitely find much better food. It was just my first time. And it was kind of late, so a lot of places were closing already. Oh, also, here's me trying Family Mart chicken. It was amazing. But after a long day of struggle, it was finally time for me to start my Tokyo journey in full. Before I went anywhere, I decided to check out this gacha building that was closed the night before. You know you have a gambling addiction when gacha is the first thing you do after landing in Japan. Anyways, I got this cool Denji keychain. I also had my first proper meal at Matsuya, which sells beef bowls that are cheap and amazing. I got the one that came with kimchi, and the kimchi actually wasn't that bad. After that, I got lost in Shibuya Station and got my Suica card, but after everything was done, I was all ready to go to my first destination of my journey. Located in the older Tokyo district of Asakusa, Sensoji Temple is one of the most popular tourist destinations in all of Japan. Being a picturesque Buddhist temple placed smack dab in the middle of a bustling city, it's not hard to see why. In front of the temple, you'll see people bathing in the smoke. Supposedly, the smoke from the incense is supposed to purify your soul and mind, making you smarter in the process. And leading up to the temple are the Nakamise and Shin Nakamise Shotengai, or long, narrow streets filled with shops and restaurants that split off into a dozen different paths. I also got really thirsty, so I had this strawberry soda. It was alright. Also, shout out to this video by Chris Broad. I pretty much followed their route for my first day. Only about a 10-minute walk from Sensoji Temple. If the temple was a bit too touristy for you, Ameyoko Market can give you a little taste of what life is actually like for those who live in Japan. Here I visited my first Don Quijote, which if you've never been to Japan, is a massive store that pretty much sells everything. I saw on my phone that it was gonna rain later, so I decided to pick up an umbrella here, and also got these sake Kit Kats. After walking through the bustling streets of Ameyoko Market and getting drunk on chocolate and Don Quijote, I made my way south, on foot this time, to visit a location I've dreamed about going to for a long time now.
Take a deep breath, deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. Let it go, let it out, let it go, let it out. Take a deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. Take a few to drop and touch the sky.
I think my favorite part about this city was honestly just the vibes. The buildings are super colorful and there's anime girls plastered everywhere you look. It definitely lived up to the hype. I also found these boxes that Trash Taste Boys made during their figure special. I am currently heading over to my final destination of the day, Yodobashi Camera, because I need to buy two things. One, a strap for my camera, because I'm literally freehanding this thing and I'm afraid I'll drop it if I keep going. And two, a coin purse, because Japan uses a lot of cash and your boy is carrying all of his coins in his pocket. It makes a noise every time I walk.
Let it go, let it out. Take a deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. Till you feel the breath and touch the sky. Take a deep breath, deep breath, deep breath, deep breath.
Yodobashi Camera, despite its name, really sells anything and everything related to electronics, whether it be cameras, furniture, gaming gear, beer. I could honestly spend like half a day here. This place is awesome.
Days I don't think that I can't even say.
Anyways, I bought the camera strap but never ended up using it.
I'm the gasoline, wow, you're the fire. Keep it on the TL.
Continuing my Persona-themed Japan trip, my first destination of my second day in Japan was the cafe that the real LeBlanc from Persona 5 was based on. The interior was cozy and most of the customers seemed like they were locals, and even though it's not an exact one-to-one to the video game, they still sold coffee and curry, which is pretty awesome. My final destination before I had to check into my shared house was Shimokitazawa, Tokyo's Bohemian district as called by this one article, and also the setting of Bocchi the Rock. The streets were packed with little vintage clothing stores, bookshops, music venues, as well as tons of small, unique little restaurants and cafes. Shimokitazawa was definitely a blast to explore. So that was the end of my 2-day trip before my internship started. After this, I went to the orientation for the shared house I'd be staying in and moved in that night. Here's my room, and here's me in McDonald's at 12 AM after moving all of my luggage through the rain. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that video. If you're wondering where I've been, for 3 months I was obviously in Japan, and for the other 5 I was... But I'm back, and I don't plan on stopping making videos anytime soon, so subscribe! Expect 1 or 2 more videos set in Japan. I've been experimenting with videos that involve a lot more of my personality, like this vlog obviously, and the Darling in the Franxx one with the face cam. And I think I want to do more of that moving forward. I'm still gonna make anime videos, stuff related to Japan, otaku culture. It's just gonna have more of a personal twist to them. I'm really excited to start making videos again. I fucking love doing this, so I hope you'll like them too. But anyways, that's all from me today. Thanks for watching, and I am out.
Take a deep breath, deep breath.